Welcome to another shave here on the Soap Thing Project. In this video, I'm coming at you with an Ariana and Evans sample. This one is Forbidden Fruit. Quite the artwork on that, if I do say so myself. Looks like a Leonardo da Vinci type painting or something like that. Michelangelo, I don't know. Interesting stuff. This is from Ariana and Evans. It's Kaizen 2E, which means it's got emu oil and all the other nonsense that it probably doesn't need, but it's great to have. Tallow-based soap. It is $18.95 for a full-size tub. A sample is probably between $2 and $3 either at Maggard or the Razor Company. You can take your pick on that one. And we're going to do a shave with it today. We're going to talk about it. I have not done an Ariana and Evans in a while, so definitely excited for that. The aftershave is going to be the Vince Camuto Terra, and this kind of has a bunch of overlapping notes and smells somewhat similar to the soap. It's got a tonka bean, vanilla, citrus, sandalwood. It's definitely a great pairing for this. The razor is going to be the Merkur 33C. I just got this in recently and already did a shave video with it, so I'm going to do another one. Good stuff. Merkur 33C. And the blade bag. Why don't I just, let's do the blade bag today. Why not? Just shake it all around the place. Shake those blades up and down, all around. Stick my hand in there. Cross my fingers, metaphorically speaking. Grab this one. What do I got? Set that down. It is a shit. That's exactly what it is. It's a shit. We have a shark blade. I haven't used these in a while, but I seem to remember them not being great. So I guess into the Merkur 33C it goes. Shark blades, I seem to remember at the very least these are inconsistent. Some of them might be good, some of them might not be good. I know I've had bad experiences with them, that much I can be damn sure of. There it is. And the brush is going to be from QED USA. This is a 4422 22mm Manchurian Silvertip. Teeny tiny little sumbitch. I love these 22mm brushes. Okay, let's get this started. Alrighty then, here we go. Got 36 hours growth on the face today, about a day and a half. Oh, and the scent strength on this coming out of the Pereira Shavery bowl. This one's kinda average, about a 3 out of 5 on the sniffometer. That doesn't have to be a bad thing though. Some scents are better off that way, with a little bit lower scent strength. Okay, here we go. Now, Merkur 33C with a shark blade in it. I'm hoping this is mild enough that the blade really isn't going to matter. Here we go. Ah, it's tuggy, even on 36 hours growth. Not a great feeling. Oh. Well, whatever, we got to power through it. So yeah, especially up there on the upper lip. That was not pleasant. Oh man, I hate those. Okay, let's take a look at the iPhone cheat sheet and talk about the notes. So for the scent notes, we have apple, brandy, jasmine, rose, anise, resins, hashish, cannabis, sandalwood, oud, and cedarwood. Oh boy, there's a lot to unpack here. First and foremost, I would say this is, well, apple and brandy forward. I can pick up the rose. I'm not getting any anise or anise, however you want to say it. I'm not getting that at all. Sandalwood and oud, a little bit. Definitely can pick up the oud. Cedarwood, not really. Cannabis, probably not. So if you're looking for something that is like really cannabis forward, A&E's got you covered, but it's not this scent. You have to pick up something else that they have that's a little more heavy on the cannabis note. I think that one's just kind of a background note for this. And then even then it gets buried by the apple and the brandy and the rose. So it's a good scent though. It's in that kind of funny space where it's really good for late summer moving into early fall. It's definitely that kind of scent. You could probably wear it like well into fall, but in the winter time this would be a little too bright for the dead nuts of winter. At least as far as I'm concerned, it's good smelling though. The apple and the brandy really kind of drive the scent. It's just ever so slightly boozy, not enough to be off-putting, and then it's got a very strong apple note. The more I smell it, the more I think, yeah, I can get a little bit of a cannabis note. I'm definitely not getting cedarwood though. No, not at all. Jasmine, it's a tough one. I'm definitely not getting the anise. Probably pronounce that 4 different ways at this point, but oh wow, that is not remarkably close. That is like almost no hair was taken off. Wow, that's bad. Speaking of forbidden fruit, I got a funny story for you. So I was out off base in Adana here in Turkey, and I was crossing a really busy intersection. I was at a crosswalk, and it was one of those where you can kind of stop halfway through in the median and wait for the other side of traffic to clear out. Well, this brunette woman in her mid-20s, was a Turkish woman, just walked out right in front of a bus. And I saw what was about to happen, and I freaking dove out into the street and pushed her out of the way, and the bus missed us by like this much. It was like freaking crazy. So she was scared shitless, and I kind of checked her over, made sure she was doing all right, and there was a bit of a language barrier, so I kind of just handed her an unopened bottle of water I had in my backpack and tried to say, "Have a nice day." And apparently that wasn't enough, because she followed me around for almost 2 hours, and she would not shut up. I mean, she would not shut the hell up. And she's like speaking Turkish, which I know enough to get by, but I don't know enough to have complex conversations. And so, like, what I'm hearing is just bit, 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 bit. And like, she was following me around and talking about everything. Like, oh my God, like I went to the mall and went to a shoe store to get new running shoes. And she's like pressing on the shoes to make sure my toes are going all the way to the end. I'm like, oh my freaking God, you can go now, just like anytime. Well, finally, I sat her down and got her a cup of coffee. And got her kind of in a state where I didn't think she was going to like keep running around after me. And then I ditched her. Because like, obviously I'm married, and so that's not a thing I want to get into. But even if I wasn't, she sounded like kind of a clingy being anyway. So after that, I'm sitting down having lunch. And I called my driver. You can take a cab, or if you are trying to like arrange transportation, you can just call people that advertise and they'll come and pick you up. Well, there was this guy I was getting to know pretty well. And I called him, and he's really reliable. He said, yeah, okay, I'll be there in half an hour. So I was like, all right, I'm going to finish eating. Well, he got to the restaurant a lot faster than he was supposed to. And I was like, well, I'm still eating. Like, it's going to be a minute. He's like, all right. So he sat down and ordered a cup of coffee. And I told him this story. And he looked at me and he's like, wait a minute. He's like, you mean to tell me that you could have slammed a sure thing and you didn't do it? The guy was a pig. He always has been. And I was like, well, I'm married. Like, I can't just do that. That's not a good look. And he's like, like you could look on his face like he was just straight up about to lose his mind. And he points at me. He's like, listen to me, you imbecile. He's like, if you're sitting here having coffee and a woman comes up to you, drops her pants, and shoves her papaya into your face, you have to sit there and eat it. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to this right now. I'm not ready to go back to the base. I'm going to walk around some more. And yeah, talk about forbidden fruit, but I was not about to bite on that one. I know better. I told my dad that story and he about died laughing. Wow, this is mild. It's not picking up hardly anything. I better just stop because otherwise I'm going to end up with a razor burn. Alright, let's have a rinse. Oh, man. There's a lot of spots where it's not remarkably close. Like right over here, down here. I mean, I guess this is slick enough stuff that yeah, I could sit there and blade buff on that all day and it's not going to go anywhere. If I wasn't worried about getting ingrown hairs, I might just do an against the grain pass. But no, I think I'm going to stop right there. Yeah, that's way too tuggy and too mild for me. At least for that razor and blade combo. Well, at least I didn't cut myself, so there's that. Okay. Vince Camuto Terra for the aftershave. Shake this up. Oh, this is a good combination. Love it. Oh man, I am feeling my face and there are definitely hairy spots that are not remarkably close. Oh boy. Okay, where is the soap? Here it is right here. My final thoughts on Ariana and Evan's Forbidden Fruit. Is this something I could recommend for a purchase? Yeah, this one's pretty good. Good to go for me. I mean, like I said before, I am in a position right now where I'm not buying much of anything, but this is definitely a good late summer, early fall, definitely fall sort of scent. That apple and that brandy is wonderful this time of year and into October and even into November. It's good stuff. Wow, great. Great stuff. I love it. Yeah, this is definitely Soap Thing approved without a doubt. Okay, that's the shave for today. Questions, comments, put them in the comment section of the video. Otherwise, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.